deeper than music. The core of you, the fans, the truth is deeper than music, deeper than music. Simply the truth is the latest, the newest. It's deeper than music, deeper than music. The core of you, the fans, the truth is deeper than music, deeper than music. Simply the truth is the latest, the newest. It's deeper than music, deeper than music.
What up, what up? It's your man Furious, Deeper Than Music Radio. Behind every great song, there's an even greater story. I like to say what's up to everybody listening to us on Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Spreaker. Today we have a very special guest. Caught my attention when they said they like Level 42. That's like one of my favorite British 80s bands. Ladies and gentlemen, we have producer, rapper, songwriter, and video director KJ The Revolution. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Just enjoying the lovely summer into fall weather.
Really?
So I see you're in Long Island, correct?
Yeah.
So is it still hot out there, hot and humid?
Yeah, the sun, yeah, it's kind of hot. Yeah, still.
Yeah.
In the midday, yeah.
So, KJ The Revolution, can you give us the story behind the name?
So, I wanted to, I had this Instagram page, and it was KJ Phenom. There's a story behind that, because I was in a rap group. So, over time, I just wanted to change the name, I wanted to be something else, something different. So I was thinking about names, and it just popped in my head, KJ The Revolution. I said, maybe I'll change it later, but I just want something different for now. So I just changed my name to KJ The Revolution and stuck with that.
Okay. And then we were talking earlier, because when I first read your biography, what stood out to me, I was like, this is a cool person. Just re-explain the love of Level 42.
Yeah. All right. So when I was very little, my parents, they played that music. That's what I remember them playing in the car. I was sitting in the back seat chilling, and Star Child would be playing. My mom played that. My dad played that. They still do. They really like that band, and that's one of the first songs I think I ever remember hearing. I am just a star child. That was actually that song speaks to me. I think it's one of the first songs I probably ever heard in my life, to be honest. And
oh wow,
I love. They're just a great band.
yeah.
That's the kind of genre I like to listen to.
Yeah, like the lyrics, the one cat with the high voice, and then it's they're real synth heavy. Came out during the whole 80s. I guess the British second wave, and when synthesizers.
Yeah, Kraftwerk also. Kraftwerk is another band that I would listen.
So, KJ The Revolution, for the listeners that have never heard of you or ever heard your sound, how would you describe your sound and what you're bringing to music?
This is a tough question because I have different styles, but what we can say for the most part is that it is hip hop, but there's also electronic stuff in there.
Okay.
When I first started making beats, well, actually a little later, after when I started making beats, when I started to learn about sampling, I would do that. So Kanye, he's one of my favorite producers.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah, very huge inspiration on my artistry. And it just came naturally. So my style would be it's alternative hip hop electronic with some words and lyrics in there. These days I don't really think you could put a title on things. We just do whatever we want.
Yeah.
It's not
so
we just
you're
do it.
a true musician. You come from a musical family, growing up with Level 42, Mozart, and then I like to point out as well at 6, that's when you started producing with the Garage Band.
Yeah, so GarageBand came out. Like, my dad would let me dabble with his computer, and then for Christmas they got me a MIDI keyboard, and it just was on from there. Like, I was trying to make these little CDs and distribute them to, like, when I was in middle school, and they'd be like, "Yo, KJ's a producer." Like, "Yo, that's fire."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first song I want to showcase is called "I Feel Amazing." Can you give us the story behind this song?
This song was sometimes in life you just go through so much stuff, but you just gotta keep smiling and whatnot. You gotta keep your head up. So I feel amazing. I wrote that, and like when I first heard the beat, the guy's name is Mr. Cool Beats. That's what he calls himself.
Okay.
Um, I heard this Marvin Gaye sample, dun, 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 dun. And I was like, whoa, I gotta write to that. So I don't know, maybe I was about like 13 when I wrote it. And then I recorded it maybe like 2 years later and then started performing the song. So yeah, that's like the song that I do at all of my shows. But the story behind it is, when you're just getting having problems at school, having problems with haters, having problems in general, but you gotta remind them that you're amazing no matter what.
Yeah, so you're amazing no
And
matter what they bring to you. So you wrote this song when you were 13? You wrote the lyrics?
yeah, I'm a lyricist. This is what I do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, okay. All right, so here we go. Deeper the Music Radio with special guest KJ the Revolution with I Feel Amazing.
This is Greg of Greg in Good Company, and you are listening to Deeper Than Music Radio.
I feel amazing. This beat is blazing. I got a flow worthy of praising. Nah, I'm just playing. Like I was saying, my mind is gone, not operating. I feel amazing, but I'm in a situation. People saying that I'm crazy, that I'm in exaggeration. I just wanna rock the world, yes, the whole population. Better call up all those stations, give me radio rotation. Look, organs, that's Marvin Gaye heat, yeah. I flip that sample and I turn it to a beat, yeah. Ring my bell, get a trick and not a treat, yeah. I've been woke, I ain't going back to sleep, I feel amazing when I'm in a situation, trying to drop some inspiration, yet there's still somebody hating. It's just amazing, I got all these dreams I'm chasing, feel like Kanye's graduation in the hottest of locations. What's so amazing is this money that I'm saving always ends up disappearing when I get a little craving. This is amazing, the roof needs a little raising. Put your hands in the air without any hesitation. It's 1:31 a.m. and I fell in love with you at 10:15. So I hop on Twitter and I drop those gems. Jada Smith threw up on his wrist again. Got a family meeting, grandpa's dead. Heard pizza was coming and I'm wondering when. And you kiss just once, never happens again. Feds pulling up faster than a minute man. Spend days writing bars and a probe up smarts. Feel like Ozzy Oz, mama give me a guitar. New school rock stars, we are climbing the charts. I'm a new school kid with an old school heart, like an undercover. Why my idols fighting each other? Like y'all should resolve that beef. I ain't even in yet, feeling so much grief. That was amazing. So let's just face it. For anyone who thinks I'm playing, like I was saying, I'm in my station. We all are different. We aren't racing. It's quite amazing when you just creeping and see your crush have started dating. Like where was I? My mind was gone. I'm taking all of this, I had to put it in the song. Look, so I think that I'll bring it back now. No trap beat, but I still trap down. I saw you together and my heart said, ow, I just wanna reach you. This the only way how. This will make it so aroused. You been hanging with the crowds. After you hear this, you can go down south. You gon' bow down to me like a Chinese cowtown. And your friends too with them flicky eyebrows. Look, baby, now can you do the math? Don't let them bury me. Make them turn me in the ass in your head for a second. And she going in a flash, cause that bull that you bring better cut it in half. All the fans hop in, quick time a photograph. Got a Christmas list, come sit on my lap. Cause I come around and I have the best cause. Old hating on the youth, going through them in a pause. Yeah, it's just amazing. The way you look into my eyes, oh yeah, they're glazing. You gotta be my only one, sweetheart, you blazing. And the clearer that I see, the more people started fading. I feel amazing, teacher, I am not behaving. I ain't get on varsity and I ain't going through the hazing. This seems amazing, I don't know what road I'm paving, but whatever side I'm on, Lucifer is gonna be waiting. Let's go, mama, can I get some gauze? Cause my fits are just dripping with the sauce. It's certain barrier these people cannot cross, and if you don't feel amazing, then you gonna take this loss. I said, ooh, mama, can I get some gauze? Because my clothes are just dripping with the sauce. It's certain barriers these people cannot cross, and if you don't feel amazing, then you gonna take this loss.
Lyrics on point, clarity. I like it. If I had one of them DJ Clue bombs, I'd drop it right about now.
You can drop a bomb. You don't gotta be anybody.
Yeah. So, when did you? I know initially you just wanted to produce music, right? That's all you wanted to do was music.
Yeah.
And then, when did you decide? So, you learned to produce at 6. When was it you was actually making beats for artists and getting your music out there?
Well, let's see. Like, I made this CD. I was in like 6th grade, so I made this CD and like distributed just for fun. Like, well, it was kind of serious but kind of fun. I'm like, well, let me just give these out to some friends in school. No one in school like was really rapping. Like, no one's gonna be in like 6th grade rapping. Like, you know, we were still in middle school, so I was just like, let me just get myself out there, like, and let them know what's up. So I had a friend, I still have a friend, we're still pretty close. His name's Trillion. And if you know the rapper Busta Rhymes, that's his son. So we went to school together.
Hold on. So you friends with Busta Rhymes' son?
Yeah, we've been friends since a long time.
You know, like
So,
Busta Rhymes is I'm just saying I like that. Shout out to Busta Rhymes. Like Busta Rhymes is one of my top 20 MCs. So no doubt.
he's no joke. So he's my friend Trillion. He started rapping, so I wasn't even trying to be a rapper or anything. And then he knew I made music. He knew I did beats, and I got like this iPad. So I started getting more and more serious and easy for me to do that. So he said, "Yo, why don't you make some beats?" And I have this group of phenoms, and you could produce, and then I'll do the rapping. So I said, "Oh, sure, that should be pretty cool." So I started making beats for him, and while doing that, I was also uploading beats to the internet at the same time. I had this YouTube channel and a SoundCloud page, and then other artists that weren't even near us would reach out to me at times. And I wasn't even really making any money doing that. Like, 'cause I was so little, I was just happy to have people like my beats. And I would send artists stuff, like send whoever, and either they would take it or not. But yeah, so that's my production. That's how that got off the ground. And the rapping started because when he was rapping, like, he kind of inspired me to rap too. Okay. I was always good at poetry. Like, the teachers, like, they would always like use my work as like to demonstrate, like, oh, this is what a good poem sounds like. So, you know, it kind of felt good when they would do that. So I was like, maybe I could start rapping too, because when my beats were like getting, like, when no one was trying to have any of my beats, I just be like, well, this is a great beat, you know, I might as well just rap to it. And then ever since then, I haven't given anyone any beats and started using all of my beats for myself to rap.
Yeah, you gotta save the good beats for yourself, and then give them the leftovers. You know what I mean? So I can relate to that.
Yeah. So, and then I just started like booking shows. Like, got in contact with people. Like, I was always pretty good at like business minded. Like, I could contact people. Oh, I want to do a show here. Like, just get my feet wet, because I was always kind of shy, so I didn't want to perform that much. But once I started performing, it was like, oh, it's not that bad. I could do this.
So being a recluse or being shy and wanting to be in the background, how does it feel when you're on stage? I mean, do you come out of your shell, or I like to think of we'll go back to another '80s artist, Prince, for example. Like Prince was
Yeah, my
very
favorite.
shy and reserved. I heard Eminem's like that, but then when they get on stage, they light up. So do you feel comfortable or at home on stage?
I feel comfortable. I'm interchangeable. Like, so I feel comfortable. Like at first, if I scan the crowd and it's a big audience, then I might be a little scared. But
Yeah.
once I get there and once the music starts playing and my people are with me, whether they're there or not, like I'm still like I'm good to go because the crowd likes my stuff. And um yeah, so I was always like, yeah, reclusive. Still kind of am, but when I get on stage, it's a different story.
Okay. So we have another song to showcase. It's called is it Elegy?
Yes, elegy.
Okay. And could you give us the background on this song?
Yeah, so my favorite TV show is The Twilight Zone, the 1950s, 60s version.
Yeah.
And I watched every episode of that show, and the beat came from, like, the sample part came from an episode called um Elegy. Yeah,
Okay.
that was the name of the episode. And I get inspired from anything. So when I heard the song in the end credits, I said, well, I want to try something with that. And I came up with elegy. And an elegy is a poem or something to remember somebody after they pass away.
Oh wow, I like that. So Elegy for the Twilight Zone episode, and Elegy is a poem to remember somebody after they pass away.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So we got the story behind the song. That's deep, and that's good for deeper than music. I like that. Okay. So here we go. KJ the Revolution, Elegy. This is Marquivus Furious Nias, and you're listening to Deeper Than Music Radio.
I'll be sitting at my desk and I really think that I'm the best and I know I'm probably possessed, but I have to go fulfill a quest, you see. Everything's frozen and ain't nobody here showing no emotion, no signs of a weathering or erosion, no ears to absorb anything I've spoken. Pull me out of the scene and nobody anywhere understands what I mean. Use a fiend to be fiend, dirty work, hands clean. I might be an icon way before I'm 18. Bring yourself over here, I'm about to say things gonna hit you in the rear. Plus I finish in a day, but releasing takes a year. This an LG everywhere, it's all in the atmosphere. Like an elegy, you may not now, but soon you'll see what you wanna be. You'll die one day, you're already free. Like an elegy, you may not now, but soon you'll see. Like an elegy, like an elegy. Here we go, think I just landed, preventing myself, I don't wanna be candid. Silence, I'm not gonna overcome my shyness. Dryness, scrolling through my likes, I don't like it. Pressure, who puts talking Tina in my dresser? Pleasure, when I'm with you, it's forever. Kissing, once I get hooked, no quitting. I'm wishing, they can't ever tell when I'm kidding. Listen, ships coming in overseas, I just gotta make a life off of my elegies. Tricks on the trapeze, finna dab when I sneeze. We got young Sinatra and I'm young Socrates. Oh captain, I'm just taking in the view. They ain't really leave us much, any evidence to chew. And I got them on the loss of the company from you. It's a brand new day and there's always room for two. Like an elegy, you may not now, but soon you'll see what you wanna be. You'll die one day, you're already free. Like an elegy, you may not now, but soon you'll see. Like an elegy, like an elegy.
KJ the Revolution, Deeper Than Music Radio. So being an artist, rapper, musician, what would you say has been your biggest challenge so far in your music?
My biggest challenge. Oh, I wear these sometimes. This is my mask right here.
It's your mask right here.
Yeah. My biggest challenge sometimes is like, well, in life, you're your own biggest challenge. Um,
Yeah, that's true.
and
That's definitely true.
everything in the outside world is just a reflection of all the things you're going through inside of you. Um, Probably just be to really like get people to understand you. Like many people could hear you, but do they understand you? That's a challenge.
Hold on. We gotta go back. Hold on. Well, let's go back. I like this. In life, you're your own biggest challenge. That's
Yeah.
that's that's deep. And then, what do you say? People.
I mean, people could hear you, and they'll hear you if you keep doing what you're doing. But do they understand you? Is the hard part.
So they can
Cause
hear you, but do they understand you? Okay. Okay.
yeah, they understand you. Um, Sometimes I feel like my lyrics or something might throw people off, and people tell me like not to worry about that. Like my supporters, my core supporters, but and I don't. But I'm just saying if things could go wrong when there's a lack of understanding,
Yeah.
because sometimes people look at musicians as role models and they look at us like we're supposed to be uh, like because we can reach a lot of people and stuff, which is great, but
Yeah.
also you like I have my own life, so and I go through things, so if somebody hears me and then it doesn't resonate with them and they feel like, oh, this artist is doing bad or is doing a bad job because they're not spreading a right message, like you don't understand where the song is coming from in the first
Yeah.
place,
Yeah.
you know.
And the thing is, like, artists are, we're human beings, right? I think one of
Yeah.
the dopest titles of a album I ever heard was Jennifer Lopez. She came out with an album. She said, "This was me then." So basically, you telling me when I recorded this album, this is where I was. Artists evolve, artists change, and you're right. When you reach or at a platform, people hold you to a certain level. They expect you to be a certain way. And then yeah, artists are human too. And I guess as far as with music, as with anything, any form of art, it can be taken a certain way or different. It can be ingested differently from different people. So I
Yeah.
definitely understand where you're coming from with that. Like some people hold you to your album, right? And you can't change your mind. Oh, I said this back then, but now you're saying this. As with anything in life, you evolve. So I completely, and like you said with your favorite, one of your favorite artists, Kanye West. Kanye West now isn't the college dropout Kanye West, right? He's grown, he's evolved, his mind, he's a family man now. So I completely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I say do people understand you? Because the it's just if people don't get you, like they'll react to you in mostly in a negative way, into your art.
That's true. So on the flip side, what has been your most rewarding moment in your music career?
The most rewarding moments are when I hear when I'm inspired to make more music,
Mm-hmm.
and also when I'm performing. Um, yeah, I did this show to raise money for the Pharrell's charity. It's called From One Hand to Another,
Yeah.
and there was so many people there. They loved it, and it would like it's just crazy. I love giving people that energy, and when they give it back to you, everything's 100, 200%.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the next song we have is called Ammon's Lane. Do you want to give us the story behind this song?
Yeah, so this is probably my favorite song. There's a Pink Floyd sample in the background called Arnold Lane.
Okay.
And I heard that, and the ideas started running through my mind of, oh, I should make a beat to this. So I called up another friend of mine who does music. His name is Sesh. He sent me, like, I asked him for some drum tracks, and he said he helped me produce it. And basically, the song is just about, going through, trying to going through another tough time,
Yeah.
trying to oversee things, not getting off track, and keeping yourself, like, together, and just fighting all the demons near you.
Okay. So here we
Yeah.
go. KJ the Revolution, Ammon's Lane, here on Deeper Than Music Radio.
Hi, this is Jessica Rose, and you are listening to Furious on Deeper Than Music.
We come to wreak havoc, we won't let them have it. We back it, we back it. I swear it is magic, and all of our troubles will fall into rubble. I peep through the hubble, my vision is double. Now triple the bundle, your walls gonna crumble. I'm knocking it down and I fail and I fumble. My eyes on the prize like I'm trapped in a tunnel. Get ready to rumble, get ready to rumble. They don't want you winning, they don't want you grinning. They sitting, but we on a mission, conquering division. The warrior risen, the secret's the formula, gotta stay hidden until it is finished. We don't leave the kitchen. I'm trying to tell them, but they do not listen. Keep grinding and grinding, a little more friction. I have to, I need to break out of this prison. Turn up the heater and turn up the speakers. It's too much ambition, I might have a seizure. Top of the chain, no bottom feeders. They talking and come to me, we doing leaders. They talking and feed on me, we going meters. I'm getting the jeepers, I'm getting the creepers. That's all in my mind, I can't follow procedures. I'm waking up calls for all of you sleepers. Align up your chakras like you got no option. We'll give them a warning, you need to take caution. I think you should yield when we on the field. Overexposure, I don't have a shield. I'm cutting through shit like a piece of field. That turquoise and yellow, it gives me a teal. Or you think we playing a wheel for real? Put down the money, start spinning the wheel. Demons are trying to choke me to death. The devil behind me, I'm feeling his breath. Pushing and pressing and scratching my neck. I know who you are, I don't need a guess. Clawing and stabbing and scraping my chest, but I'm made out of steel. I'm a bulletproof vest, and I will not give in because I am the best. You can read all about it inside the digest. A broken, distorted, aborted machine. The UFOs flying across the regime. The sun beating down, no, I don't have a screen. If I don't blow up facts, then I'm blowing off steam. Cause they keep coming back like it was nicotine. Having a good time like Freddie from Queens. Spread it and turn and go get a vaccine. Cause you understand that it's not what it seems. And you should know that once you get stuck with baby, then you cannot go back. Yeah, you better know that. Make good decisions, stick with it, you gotta hold that. You should know that once you get stuck with baby, then you cannot go back. Yeah, you better know that. Make good decisions, stick with it, you gotta hold that.
Yes, sir. Sampled another great band from back in the day, Pink Floyd.
Yeah,
I like it. Very and very quick song too.
Yeah, I'm a quick rapper. I don't know if you do astrology or anything like that, but if you know anything about it. But like my main planet is Mercury. I learned this the other day, and it's the fastest moving planet around the sun. So that's why I run fast and I rap fast. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So all around Mercury. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you also direct. So I take it you direct your music videos as well?
Yeah, when I do shoot music videos, I always like help the director, whichever director I'm working with. I always give them tips and stuff on what I want and my vision, and they match it pretty well all the time. Like I have great people that I've worked with that I continue to work with.
Okay. So, closing questions. So say somebody's listening to this show and they're like, man, I want to be exactly like KJ the Revolution. What advice would you give them starting off and how to go about navigating in this music landscape?
Most importantly is you just be yourself. Mm-hmm. That's what one day everyone is going to be able to be themselves, and everyone's going to be fine being themselves. With the rise of like technology and stuff, like you're a star, like, and you don't have to imitate any other artist. You just be you, and you're gonna attract who you attract.
Yeah.
And if people admire me, that's great. But of course, the only thing I could ever say is that you need to be yourself.
Okay.
And yeah,
And
sounds cliche, but
no, I appreciate that because mainstream music is cookie cutter. I mean, they do a lot of research on hit songs. It's the same chords, same cadence. And I feel with music, what connects you is, okay, what story do you, everybody has a unique story to tell or uniqueness about them. And I think that's what makes the standout artists like your Sade's, your Sting, your Kanye's. They tell their unique story. So I definitely applaud that. My next question is, what does music mean to you?
it means healing. It means sometimes it means expressing anger. Sometimes it means it just dreams, just rapping yourself, singing yourself to where you want to be and where you want to go.
Yeah.
I have this album out called Ganar, on my Spotify and on my Apple Music and on my streaming platforms. And Ganar, in Spanish, that means to win.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you hear that album or whoever hears it, I just want them to listen to every song and know that anything is possible and that you're perfect and you're fine how you are. And yeah, I want to just motivate. Like you people need motivation, and if I could do that, that's what my music is supposed to do.
So you want to inspire and leave inspiration and hope. I definitely applaud that. And you mentioned a album that you have out now. So I wanted to ask, what projects do you have going on? Where can people hear more of your music? So this is your self-promotion moment now.
Yeah, you can hear me KJ the Revolution everywhere. On all platforms, YouTube to Amazon Music. It's all out there. It's one word. It's just one word. KJ the Revolution. And yeah, I just shot a video in Dumbo, Brooklyn, a few weeks ago, and that's gonna come out soon. It's called Holy Love, and it's a song off of my album, actually. So I'm excited to share that. And yeah, just that this is me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People ask me why I wear the mask, and I tell them because these two eyes aren't even the ones that matter. We all have an eye up here, which is our real eye.
Yeah.
And that's the eye you use to see everything. And as time goes by, they're gonna know what I'm talking about.
Okay. And
It's almost 2020. You feel me?
Yeah, and shout out to Brooklyn. Me and my girl was actually out there a couple weeks ago. So shout out, yeah, we was out there in Brooklyn. Got rained on in Manhattan, but
Oh, word.
summertime out in NYC. So, but KJ the Revolution, I'd like to say thank you for coming out. Thank you for sharing your stories. Thank you for sharing your song. We'll add you to the rotation on Deeper Than Music Radio. Any last words before we end this great interview?
Let's go.
All right, you heard it here. KJ the Revolution and Furious closing out another great episode of Deeper Than Music Radio.
Deeper than music. The core of you, the fans, the truth is deeper than music. Deeper than music. Simply the truth is the latest, the newest. It's deeper than music. Deeper than music. The core of you, the fans, the truth is deeper than music. Deeper than music. Simply the truth is the latest, the newest. It's deeper than music.